My high school coach once defined a hurdle as an object that is in your way, an object that you must run full speed through. Do not hesitate, do not think, just run, he told me. My name is Cardell Turner, and I'm an overcomer. There's a saying that in life, when you get lemons, make lemonade. Well, what happens when you get more lemons than you can handle? I'm a strong believer that it doesn't matter about the issues or problems that come up in your life, but how you react to those issues. I grew up on the bottom of the social economic class structure, and living at the bottom had its problems, and that was my first hurdle to get over. As a child, I had no concept that the social ladder existed, but without ever being told or taught, I felt like I was fighting an uphill battle, because I was always overcoming stereotypes and family traditions that have held my family back for generations. I went to 6 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, 4 high schools, 4 colleges, and I had no father at home. Stability has always been a reoccurring hurdle that has impacted my life. One rainy day that changed the course of my life was the day that I was racing the hurdles. I stood at the starting blocks like normal, and I was not prepared mentally because physically I was cold and wet. The starting gun went off, and I was gone. As I ran, I looked to both sides, and I saw my competition slowly falling behind. All the lessons, all the hard work, all the practices that were engraved in my head replayed slowly. But something was missing, and I could feel it. As I turned the corner to sail over my next hurdle, I stumbled, and then I fell. The track scraped my face, and the marks of my fall were left for all to see. The embarrassment was more impactful than the marks of my fall. I sat and I debated whether to continue or quit. My upbringing overshadowed my ego. Finishing the race was important, and my determination to continue allowed me to catch up to my competition and finish in 3rd place. However, the fall was so severe that I was incapable of refocusing and ultimately ended up falling in my next hurdle race. These events would later change my perspective on life. After high school, I had to choose a college and decide which sport I wanted to play. My heart, it was in football, but my accolades in track led me to receive a full track scholarship. I ultimately gave up that scholarship, and I was looked down upon for doing so. It really hurt me. I took my talents to the football field where I was not treated fairly, and I had to make a decision to stay or take my talents elsewhere. I ran towards that hurdle and left Fresno for a scholarship to Jackson State. Prior to my arrival for training camp, my family and I discovered my auntie's body, and instead of participating in the passing and funeral activities, I was encouraged to show up to Mississippi. And I did, but I experienced guilt and depression for not attending the funeral. The depression led me back home, where I took a semester off to support my family financially, which was another hurdle in my life. After taking that semester off, I was encouraged by my best friend to attend Whittier College, where he attended. I'd be among friends, and that felt good to me. But 2 months into being there, my friend was diagnosed with a rare skin disease, and he had to withdraw from school. I was alone once again, and that was another hurdle in my life. One day, while I was reflecting on my life, the fall, as I like to call it, came to mind. I was able to tie that fall into life. As stated by my coach, a hurdle is an object in your way. You can't be hesitant, you just have to run through it. The different obstacles or problems that come up in life are just that, obstacles that I need to run through. I have learned that if I'm hesitant or thinking about the last problem or hurdle I have already overcame, then I am not preparing myself for what is to come, and I will ultimately fall again. In life, we're going to have problems and situations that we have to face, just like I did when I fell. But it's important that we learn from those falls or mistakes or problems that come up and move forward, because other problems are going to come up. And if you're so focused on a hurdle that you've already ran through or a mistake that has already taken place, then moving forward in this journey of life will be difficult. I have had multitude of hurdles that I have overcome, and I am overcoming. But those hurdles have made me the man I am today. Those experiences allow me to approach life full speed. They allow me to work with clients, friends, and professors. They also help me to recognize and understand the different life-shaping experiences that clients of different cultures, values, and economic classes have. My name is Cardell Turner, and I am an overcomer.